Obsession 2026 is a psychological thriller that explores the dangerous consequences of love turning into obsession. The story follows a seemingly ordinary woman whose life begins to spiral out of control after she becomes emotionally fixated on a successful man. What starts as admiration slowly transforms into manipulation, deception, and a terrifying game of control. The film opens by introducing the main characters and their seemingly perfect lives. The man appears happy with his career and personal relationships, while the woman quietly watches him from a distance. At first, her interest seems harmless, but subtle clues reveal that she already knows far too much about his daily routine. As the story progresses, she deliberately creates opportunities to cross paths with him. Through carefully planned encounters, she earns his trust and slowly inserts herself into his life. He believes these meetings are simple coincidences, completely unaware that every interaction has been orchestrated. Her fascination soon becomes an unhealthy obsession. She constantly monitors his movements, follows him without being noticed, and secretly collects information about his family, friends, and habits. The audience begins to realize that she's willing to do anything to become the center of his world. Small incidents start disrupting the man's peaceful life. Important relationships become strained because of mysterious misunderstandings, and he cannot explain why everything around him suddenly seems to be falling apart. Unknown to him, the obsessed woman is quietly manipulating events from behind the scenes. As suspicion grows, the man notices strange coincidences that keep leading back to the mysterious woman. Although she continues acting kind and supportive, her behavior becomes increasingly unsettling. She appears wherever he goes, always claiming it is accidental. The psychological tension intensifies when the woman begins isolating him from the people he trusts most. She spreads lies, creates fake evidence, and carefully damages his relationships, making him question whether he can trust anyone around him. Eventually, the man discovers disturbing evidence proving that someone has been secretly watching him for months. Hidden photographs, messages, and personal belongings reveal that his privacy has been completely invaded. He finally realizes he has become the target of a dangerous stalker. When he confronts her, she refuses to accept reality. Instead, she insists that everything she has done was out of love and believes they are destined to be together. Her inability to separate fantasy from reality makes her even more unpredictable. Desperate to escape, the man seeks help from his loved ones and the authorities. However, the woman is always one step ahead, using manipulation and deception to avoid suspicion while continuing to tighten her psychological grip on him. The conflict reaches its peak as the obsessed woman becomes increasingly reckless. Her carefully controlled plans begin falling apart, causing her emotions to spiral into desperation. She is no longer trying to hide her actions and is willing to risk everything. A tense confrontation forces both characters to face the truth. The man finally stands up to her manipulation, while she struggles to accept that genuine love cannot be forced or controlled. The emotional conflict becomes just as intense as the physical danger. During the climax, long-hidden secrets and motives are revealed, explaining how the obsession developed and why she refused to let go. These revelations add emotional depth while showing the devastating impact of unchecked fixation. In the end, the dangerous cycle of manipulation is finally broken. The man begins rebuilding his life after enduring months of psychological torment, while the woman's actions ultimately lead to serious consequences for her choices. Obsession 2026 concludes with a powerful message about the difference between love and possession. It reminds viewers that true love is built on trust, respect, and freedom, while